Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Wednesday already. Oh my. So we're going to take a look at current situation and the influences around that. It is our daily reading using the Runic Tarot this morning. And hope you all are doing fantastic. Having some pretty good days. Really busy. That's good. Okay, so let's take a moment. What do we need to know today? I needed to take a moment. Let's cut these cards. Current situation, please. 10 of Cups. Present influence. 9 of Cups. Future influence. Page of Wands. That's pretty nice energy. What we don't see. Death. What to look for. 9 of Swords, of course. Unexpected. 7 of Swords. Challenge. 10 of Pentacles. Strength. 8 of Swords. Okay. It's always interesting to see the 8 of Swords in a Strength, but sometimes it's good to be stuck, right? Where does this lead? Empress. 2 of Pentacles. I like that. What is the 9 of Swords? What are we looking for there? Okay. And the 7 of Swords. Okay, what is the Page of Wands? Just to double check this. Okay. I think that's all nice energy coming in. It's like, okay, so bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. So it's definitely something about probably your personal successes, where you've come from, and that kind of energy. Let me do the 10 of Cups. Yeah, I'm doing all kinds of things here. Yeah, there is, I mean, there's a realization that you're not, I mean, okay, so the 9 of Pentacles can be about being independent and also can be about being alone, but it does mean that you've reached goals, and it's a really nice card because it reminds us that, you know, we've worked hard and reaped the benefits from working hard. I believe that the 10 of Cups, there is something about a relationship here. And that this has to do with the 9 of Cups, your dreams, your wishes, your desires. That's kind of influencing you in the right now is those higher aspirations, or, you know, kind of what you are wanting or wishing for out of this relationship. Now, again, this relationship can be a group of people. It can be one person. It can be any kind. But I do feel like there is something very particular with either someone or some others in your life right now that's really important to you to kind of grow. And it is growing because it's in the 10 of Cups, and that means to me like it's reached a moment where you know, it feels very comfortable. It feels good, literally good. The Page of Wands is in your future influence, and I did pull clarifiers on that because the Page of Wands can be about messages. It can be about you know, jumping into something, and I kind of feel like it's about jumping into something that you've been working on, and this has to do with moving towards. I feel like something very okay, whether this is romantic or moving towards something that really makes you move and feel good, but it's also something you've been working on for a while. You've kind of been nurturing this situation for a bit, for a time, and I feel like you're jumping in with the 6 of Swords. You definitely want to jump into this energy because it makes you feel good too. Like there's this real energy behind it. Like, oh, this is like, I'm going to put everything towards this. And and it's been something you've been working on anyway. So it's like it's reaching its pivotal moment. So like when I pulled the 10 of cups, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you the clarifiers in the 10 of cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, and then the Seven of Wands. This is something that you have been working for. Again, we've got the Seven of Pentacles clarifying that Page of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles clarifying this 10 of Cups. And what that's telling me is it's definitely taking some time, but it's bringing you a lot of joy. However, I think it comes from kind of you really, it's not necessarily standing up to yourself to another person, but protecting yourself in a different way now, if that makes sense. Like instead of hiding, you're saying, nope, I'm gonna go for this, and this is what I want. So, and this is what it means to me, and I'm gonna do this. No matter what this 10 of Cups is, it's been very important to you. And it has taken a lot of time. And I feel like that's why it feels so good. And that's why the 9 of Cups is in the present influence, is because this is something that you've been working towards and wishing for. And the Page of Wands, I feel like you're going to go all in. And I'm doing this. I'm going to go for this. Now this, with the 6 of Swords there, it's about wanting something better. So this definitely could be job related. It could be relationship related. It could be self related. What you don't see is the death. Things are definitely, or the situation is definitely growing. I feel like the death again is about, a friend brought up to me yesterday about shedding skin, like a snake sheds its skin and as it grows. And that can be kind of painful. Well, we'll just guess it might be. but it's more importantly, it's the growth that's important with the death. And there's a lot of growth happening here behind the scenes that you might not even realize is happening. And sometimes we grow slow enough where we don't feel the pain of it, or we do here and there. It's just not constant. And I feel like that's what it is. So the 9 of Swords came up in what to look for. I mean, again, it's Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, 4 of Cups. I feel like the anxiety here is, will I get really what I want? 4 of Cups. But starting something new, and I feel like it does have to do with either a person or a goal that you've had in mind, because the King of Swords can have his mind set on something and work towards that. But I feel like why the 9 of Swords is there is it's not quite as you envision it, with the 4 of Cups being as one of the clarifiers. That's what the stressful thing is that I wanted this and I've been working towards it, but it's not quite working out the way I want it to. So it's a little bit stressful. And just look for that energy. The cards are asking you to be cognizant of getting too anxious about a situation. And that's why they're there, really just as a warning to you. The 7 of Swords is in the unexpected, and that can be about trickery or taking back, but I feel like it has to do with, there's an energy here of, and again, this goes kind of with the 9 of Swords too. 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. I feel like you've mapped out a direction for yourself. 2 of Wands, and you're kind of realizing that you need to do it a little bit differently. It's not the norm. Like, you're not doing this in what we would consider the normal way. But the 3 of Swords too, I almost feel like I get this energy. I'm tired of being disappointed. I'm tired of being sad or, feeling like things aren't going in my direction. And I feel like the 7 of Swords is you standing up to that energy, not necessarily standing up to somebody, but saying, no, I'm taking this part of my life back. I know this is hard, and I know that it's not going to be normal, but that doesn't give me the reason to allow it to make me sad or feel like I'm losing something, because realistically it's just different. And I feel like that Seven of Swords, honestly, is just like grabbing hold of all that stuff back and going, it's like taking a hold of your life when you're feeling, I know that we don't have the Five of Cups here, but it's almost like a disappointment. And the Three of Swords can be sadness too and separation. And that does also mean it can be disappointing because disappointments can make us sad. We lose something and we become sad about it. So there's two different, the cards can kind of mean the same thing. And I do get that a lot, but it's not necessarily an easy transition no matter what we do. There's something here about reaching your goals, and that's exciting. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. But there's also an underlying, if I do this, do I lose this? Kind of feeling going forward. And that's kind of, right now, I feel like that's why the Eight of Swords is in the positive or the strength, is that you can't do anything right now anyway. Like this is not final because there's something that's holding you back, and it's not in your head, or it could be, it doesn't matter, but whatever is kind of holding you back right now is a good thing, because there's something to be said about if you make a decision too quickly or run into something too quickly, you may lose another thing, or it may happen in a way that you really don't want it to. So that's what's happening here. It's like I have this mindset, or this dream that's coming to fruition, and it feels good. However, it's not turning out quite what I really do want. Do I really want this? And with that, maybe not moving forward so quickly is a good thing. And then the 10 of Pentacles is in the challenge. I feel like there is something here to be said, like you got to be careful, because you may have to like take all of that, and the challenges is taking everything that you have and just really pushing through and going to that next level of completing the next thing. However, you're stuck in a good way, because I feel like Spirit's saying, let things happen in time. Because if it happens in time, then you'll reach those goals. And where does it lead? It leads to the Empress, which to me is a very nice card. I feel like too, it's not only, nurturing a situation, it can also mean you're nurturing yourself, but also that you're being taken care of, maybe even by, if it's work, something there. But it also feels to me like it's putting you a little bit back more into control. Even though the Empress isn't really about control, she's just the female version of that, right? The feminine version of the Emperor, which is the more feminine, is like how we would, describe a mother, nurturing, helping grow, things of that nature, where the Emperor is more like the father, where he's laying down the rules. Now, this is very, going back in time, but like to think of it that way, that, there's rules being set, but this is the more, I need to take control, but I need to take care of it as well. Not just put my foot down and say, this is the way things are. I have to make that happen, or encourage that to happen, or mold that into happening. And I think that's what the Empress is really saying here, is that it's not just taking control and being black and white about it. It's in a more subtle way. And I do like that as well. The where it leads after that is the Two of Pentacles, which to me is just, this is good, because it's saying that things are going to be more, you might bring something back into sight, and it also is about balancing all your life areas and making sure that everything is in order, and not just one area of your life. Because I think the cards are saying too a lot, when you have your mindset on something, this 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, anything like that, whether it's relationship or job or just anything, it's not the only thing, right? So let's say this is a relationship, and that's really good that it's reached this way. but it doesn't mean that other life areas don't need to be taken care of as well. Even though this feels really good, these other things can make everything hard. And not that it's hard, they're all challenges. Let's put it that way. I mean, challenges are life, but I kind of feel like that energy where this situation is good. However, there's still other work and other areas that need to be done. And and I think, well, let's take an advice card here. What is the advice for today? The world. To me, the world, when I see it as advice, is it's recognize all your accomplishments too. Don't get discouraged, because the 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords can be discouraging. And I do feel like also, what I'm going to point this out, that the 8 of Swords is in the positive. So even though when we have the 9 of Swords and what to look for, recognize that maybe if you feel stuck, that's okay right now. Like, don't push it. Let things unravel, or let things move forward as they are supposed to move forward. So and then so we have the 7, 8, and 9. And the 7 is about, I don't feel like it's someone taking something from you, although it could feel that way. And it could actually, it could feel like you've been making plans with something, and it's like you're feeling a little bit like you're struggling, and then, you're relieved from that in a way that maybe you don't want to be. And again, having that 8 of Swords there and the strength is saying that everything's happening the way it's supposed to. I would just be a little bit careful about getting over worried about a situation that's not panning out quite the way you think it should, because I feel like it's leaving room for something better, which is that Empress in the outcome. I feel like this is not, there's going to be a kink here where you're going to feel like things aren't working out, but they kind of really are. And to have the World there is just keep, an eye on, and keep it in your space about all of the things that you have accomplished, and remind yourself of the goals that you've reached lately, like in the current, and say, if I did this, I can do this. If I do this, I can do this. And this could be something really simple, like, it could be anything, but, just keep a real open mind here, and watch for the stress, because recognize it. Do I really need to be anxious about this or not? I'm not saying you don't, because that's wrong for anyone to tell someone not to feel a certain way, but just recognize where that anxiety is coming from, and say, well, maybe it's a good thing that I can't move forward right now. Maybe that's okay. And this is going to be different for everybody, but I do like where it leads, and I do like the beginning, and I think this is fine. I think something comes in and that unravels other life areas, and that's why it ends with the 2 of Pentacles, saying we need to keep everything in balance, all of our life areas, as much as possible. So there you have the reading for today. I hope you liked it. Give me the thumbs up or a comment, any of the things. I appreciate it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.